Here we are then, it's time. 2015 is here, it's round one of Thundersport GB and we are at Brands Hatch for the opener. It is a small circuit, in fact it's the smallest on the calendar, but it is mighty technical for the riders. I'm going to take you around every single corner and give you an idea as to what you can expect here. Undulations are plenty, cliffhangers into turn one. There is no rest for the wicked here at Brands Hatch. So here we are then, Brands Hatch Indy turn one, Paddock Hill bend. Does it get any more famous than this across the country? Paddock Hill bend, as you can see here, just drops away completely. Now, unless you've been on a bike around this circuit, you will not know how it feels. It truly is like a roller coaster, but more importantly than that, it is of course the first overtaking opportunity. The perfect line into here is obviously hugging the curb just on the inside here, but it does allow the opportunity for that door to be opened for someone to maybe go up the inside of you. Luckily, if you run slightly wide, you can regain it again down the hill, but this is dropping into no man's land. It is a fantastic corner, and I don't know many people that have gone down it and not felt pretty excited. So we've done turn one, Paddock Hill bend. We've gone down the hill and then up here to turn two. This is Druids, another excellent overtaking opportunity. Not so bothered if you get this one slightly wrong going wide, because you can regain it again as you hit the apex of this corner, but usually absolute chaos and mayhem here at turn two, especially on the first lap of any race. Really important to try and hit the apex here. Keep your knee on the ground, tightly hugged all the way around this. But you're going to have to be really careful of the high side on the way out. It spits a few people off, certainly on the opening laps. And as you can see here on this Sunday morning, ready for Thundersport racing, it's a little bit damp down here at the moment, so you need to be careful of the low side coming in as well. Okay, so we've come down the hill and now into the first left-hander here at the Brands Hatch circuit, and in my opinion, one of the most technical corners on this Indy circuit itself. Hale bend, this left-hander, so difficult to get the right line into this turn here, and it looks tight on TV, and it really is very tight as well. As you're coming in, the perfect line actually does open the door up, so you might find one or two riders sneaking their noses up, but for the riders that are attacking, it's important to get it absolutely right, because the riders that are defending that line will not know about you until it's too late. This, of course, with it being the first left-hander, does allow itself for a few low sides, and on the exit as well, we've seen a number of people running wide onto the grass, onto the rumble strips, and even a few nasty high sides on the exit of this one. But it is so important to get on the power as early as you dare to get onto the Cooper Straight. So turns 1, 2 and 3 all done. We've rounded Hill bend and we've gone down the Cooper Straight. I say straight, it's more of a left kink here. You can't get up into full speed here or up into top gear, but you've got to brake now into here, this left-right section. Another technical part of this Brands Hatch Indy circuit. I wouldn't advise overtaking maneuvers into here because you are travelling at such speed, but I wouldn't completely rule out from seeing it in today's footage because it has happened before and could happen again. One of the most important parts about this, of course, is getting the line absolutely perfectly, ready to turn right into Clearway's corner. Of course, you're transferring all of the weight and you're moving the bike from left to right. Not usually, as I mentioned, many overtaking manoeuvres here, but a very fast part of this Brands Hatch Indy circuit. So we're almost at the end of this Brands Hatch Indy lap, but first of all, we've got this to contend with, Clearway's corner. We've already rounded Surtees. We're coming uphill now on the right knee. We'll be careful of a couple of bumps here which can catch you out now. I've personally got some pretty nasty memories of this corner because I've seen quite a lot of the sky. I've seen this from various angles, having crashed here a couple of times. This is horrendously quick around here, and it's just about how early you want to get on the power. Is it the final lap? Are you defending that line, trying to prevent somebody else from going underneath you or getting you to the line? Or are you indeed in second place and you're the earliest on the throttle? This has taken so many victims, and that gravel trap, I'm sad to say, we'll see a few riders in there by the end of the day's racing. Clearway's corner is famous for a lot of reasons, and sometimes the wrong reasons, but really important corner, of course, because this is what leads you onto the start-finish straight. So we've exited Clearway's corner and now we've got this little beauty. As you can see, and this is not something you get to see every day, the TV cameras sometimes flatten this out, but we've gone uphill into Clearways. We're now coming downhill around Clark Curve. This is where it can still bite you, but if you get to around this point, then you know, whew, you can take a deep breath. You've made it round the lap, and now it's full chat all the way to the start-finish line. That is your lap of the Brands Hatch Indy Circuit. There may only be 6 or 7 corners, however you want to look at it, but it is incredibly technical around this Brands Hatch circuit, and that is why it's one of the best in the world.